It was a Sunday morning when it happened. Here's what the next door neighbor, the retired native to Matt Frankel House, remembers.
I was walking out through the garage and I heard the dogs barking. Somebody was at the front door.
It was the Creamer's 11-year-old son.
He was in his pajamas. He said, "Mr. Rainey, you need help."
How's Aster Boy? What did he say?
Friends, Pop Culture Punch Out, Episode 7. I am a few minutes early just so I can share the links. I'm getting faster and better at it.
Let recipping begin.
Okay, we're sipping already. That's exciting.
Sip, sip.
Sip. Oh, sorry.
The sipping.
We have been sipping. This may be a challenging episode, but it's an exciting episode. And here's why. WWE 2K23 comes out, I believe it's Tuesday, the 14th. And I'm going to switch over to that, and we're going to be able to test out the War Games specifically. I'm excited for. I want to see how they join up a bunch of rings all together, as well as the new characters. Okay, so I've posted it to one place. Now I'm just going to share instead of going crazy with it. Share now, and to the Me and the Boys chat group.
Let there be war.
Let there be war, yes. I turned the volume up on the comments, lady.
Choose violence.
Choose violence. Me and the Boys Wrestling. Choose violence. That is our slogan. We are brought to you by www.420dna.com, because if it's in you, it should be on you, as well as HoldenRoadsCoffee.com. Always fresh, never tired coffee with personality. The links are shared. Let's do this. Gambit versus Nicolas Cage in a table match to start us off. Nicolas Cage thinks that he's going to be able to win this match, okay, but the problem is that Nicolas Cage either whispers or yells.
I thought Nicolas Cage might try to do like a Louisiana accent.
Oh, to impersonate?
Gambit for the win.
Gambit.
Like a face-off situation. I don't know who that is commenting, but I'm sure that that's DeBlock saying Gambit for the win. I gotta call it up here. Gambit representing the New Age Militia. So yeah, this is going to be the last time we're going to see a lot of these guys, unless they've made an impact.
Right, you are.
And if they've made an impact, we'll see them on the Me and the Boys show proper. And if not, I don't know what to say. Oh my God, Nicolas Cage with a springboard bulldog right off the hop. I'm excited to see. I have 3-day early access to 2K23, and I'm excited to see how fast the creation suites, how fast people work to get these pop culture characters up and running. So, but my plan is to go live as soon as I get home from work on the 14th, the day it comes out. I believe first I'm going to make myself, because that's, you know, you got to have me in there, and then create a couple of custom matches, maybe the show promo. I can take you through that a little bit, because that's a fun process. Gambit with a massive knee, trying to end this match quick, swinging the momentum his way. And then yeah, we'll get into it. I want to see War Games. I want to see if it how often I get blue screened. I want to see if the crowd is still frozen in the front row. This is a table match, friends. Oh. What were they cheering? It sounded offensive. I better not repeat that.
Wicked Arena design.
Yeah, it looks good, eh? The arena, the black and red, I'm very partial to it. Everything, all the other colors just kind of look cheesy to me. So I don't know, but I like the barricade. I like all of it, and it sucks because we just got this not even a month ago, I think, and now the new game's coming out. So I gotta redo it and design it all again. But it is what it is. We'll be ready. There goes Nicolas Cage into the table, and this could be trouble right here. Uh-oh. Gambit. Gambit is gonna powerbomb that man into the corner, into the table, all the way to hell. Win this match, pick up a point for the New Age Militia. Look at those elbow shots. Out of control. In the corner table break. It's always nice to see. Smashes that table. Gambit, underrated, standing tall. What's this? That's DMP from Me and the Boys Wrestling. He's recently become part of the Lollipop Guild over there, teaming himself with Tommy and Nicolas Cage.
Really?
And he takes issue with the fact that Gambit won that match. Gambit, though, in classic WWE 2K22 action, is not letting the jumper get the better of him. Why does that happen? That shouldn't be in the algorithms. It's so bad. Gambit, though, taking care of business in the ring right now. Hits a twisty arm heel kick thingy. You know what? The fact that... Oh, wow. Gambit was going for a discus punch. DMP reverses. Hits a vicious DDT. He's going to stand this man back up. And then twist his arm all around. We're getting bonus action here, friends. We're getting a free Gambit versus DMP.
DMP-DT.
DMP-DT, yes. I like it. DMP gets the better of Gambit on this exchange. Look at that rivalry, very high. Is that worth continuing over on Me and the Boys Wrestling? It could be. It does fit into the New Age Militia versus the Lollipop Guild, which is kind of happening right now over there. Check it out every Thursday, friends. So we do 2 Thursdays of Me and the Boys, and then we do a pop culture punch out, and then 2 Thursdays of Me and the Boys, and so on and so forth. Up next, a 6-pack challenge, Hell in the Cell. I got everybody on the roster on the show tonight, assuming we don't get blue screened, fingers crossed. I wanted to give them a nice send-off.
Shouldn't have said that out loud.
I know. You know what, though? We're already ahead. The show lets you set up an introduction, and ours is just a countdown, like the old Cinema 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and the thing that goes around. But 2 times I've tried to use it, and 2 times I've been blue screened immediately. And now, since I shared the link in 3 or 4 places, I've now just shared a dead link. People are clicking it, and it's a bad look, that's all. It's a bad look for the Federation. But I opted not to do that this time, and we got through fine, so we're already ahead of the game. Peter Griffin versus Beetlejuice versus Michael Jackson versus Jaws from the James Bond franchise versus Duke Nukem versus Bolo Young. 1 character from each faction. And potentially, for the last time, some of these guys. Not Beetlejuice. We know that he's moving on in the Monarch Madness 64-man tournament. We were in the throes of that, and there was some legitimate controversy after the end of the 3rd heat, where Eric Cartman had been accused of using performance-enhancing drugs. And so we're going to restart that heat. The crowd has spoken, and as Booker, I need to listen to the fans. So we're going to restart that heat, and that's going to be happening in the coming days and weeks because we need to get it all sorted out before March 25th, where we're going to be live at Camp Cataract. We're going to run the Season 5 finale on a projector. You can come. Some of the fellas from the roster are going to be performing their respective art forms. So we got poets, comedians, Crooked Control going to be there. Excellent, I guess, alternative rock band. Doesn't quite do it justice. Crooked Control, though. Check them out for sure. Is there a dynamite band? Duke Nukem goes off the top rope, comes down hard on Bolo Young. Now he's got a chair. Wallops Bolo with the chair. This could be trouble. Oh my god. Beetlejuice mixing it up with Michael Jackson. He's going to come in. Oh, I thought he was going to break up the pin, but he decided that winning the match isn't that important. Bolo Young with a big pump kick on Duke Nukem. Caught him right on the nose. Ooh, that was close. 2.75. Michael Jackson just kicked Beetlejuice right in the side of the head. Bolo Young Irish whips Duke Nukem to the outside as Peter Griffin and Jaws are having a good battle. Not on par with that chicken that he always fights, because they go out into space and stuff, but hey, if they get to the top of this cage, we'll have another discussion. I'm going to call the fact that we saw DMP show up on Pop Culture Punch-Out something crazy, and I'm going to take a sip. I'm playing a drinking game. Today is my birthday. I am 3 or 4 drinks deep into my birthday, and I'm going to play the Sip Sip, me and the boys Pop Culture Punch-Out wrestling game. Whenever there's a Sip Sip or something ridiculous. Thank you, sir. Peter Griffin going to take things back into the ring here. Pick up that chair for himself. Smash Jaws. Only once, though. Jaws probably the quicker of the two men. Peter Griffin, I don't know, maybe the stronger, the more unorthodox. Forgoes the chair and just punches him square in the head and then hits him with a nasty Uranagi backbreaker, followed up with a pump kick. Now he's going for a pin. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh wow, Jaws. Showing the resiliency. Peter Griffin going to the second rope. It's a big splash. Come on, some of these guys gotta get whipped into that cage. Break free of your cage. Break free. Your cage. Dynamite 80s song. My lovely wife is beside me watching. Hopefully you can hear her. Maybe you can a little bit. It's fine though. She's in stunned silence, just like the front row right now. Jaws now going for a pin on Peter Griffin. The momentum has switched. Road to Block says we can. They can hear you. Now you can't talk any smack about Bolo Young. You just keep that to yourself. Beetlejuice doing the stanky leg almost gets clipped. And yeah, Beetlejuice won Heat 1 of the Monarch Madness tournament. He's going to be one of the 8 in the finals. And I don't know what to say about that. Pop Culture Punch-Out coming out hard. And taking some strong competitors out of the first 2 heats. Chris Chaos, though, MVP of Heat number 2, won his round. And he'll join the final 8, March 25th. This match is out of control. There's action everywhere. Michael Jackson stunned and down on the outside.
Jaws with the chair.
Yeah, Jaws with that chair is out of control. That's a big man walloping you with a steel chair. Although the power bars, Jaws is in the worst shape, and that's not going to help matters. Big pile driver right on the neck. He's out and down. Michael Jackson's still down. Beetlejuice with a springboard dropkick off the second rope, and then goes right after Duke Nukem, who also may have been on performance-enhancing drugs in Heat 3 of Monarch Madness, which you can check out. Go back, have a look. It's out of control. It's us versus them. Me and the Boys Wrestling versus these monsters from pop culture. Bolo Young with a pump kick on Beetlejuice. He's going for a pin. Looks like maybe somebody broke it up, but he's going for it again. Jaws is still down. And who's missing? Somebody's missing. That's only 5 guys. Peter Griffin is somewhere. There he is. Up at the top of your screen, climbing into the ring. Jaws gonna come back. Oh, Michael Jackson stunned and down again. Pandemonium here, but still, nobody gone outside the cage yet, and that's why we're here. That's why I'm here. You want to see people get thrown. Look at the size difference between Jaws and Bolo. Wow. Beetlejuice hits one of those, but Duke Nukem going to come in for the spear on Peter Griffin. Meanwhile, Jaws going for a pin on Bolo. He doesn't get him. Beetlejuice breaks up the attempt over there. The referee way out of position. Broken up again. The action fast and furious here on Pop Culture Punch-Out. One of these pop culture icons. I think it's fair to call them all icons. Oh my God, what happened? The bell rang. Jaws has been declared the winner for some reason. He must... I'm going to take a drink for that one just cuz. It looked like maybe Jaws tapped out Bolo Young with a cranium crusher while nobody was paying attention. Out of control. We get a replay of some of the action. They call Jaws the assassin. Wow. Sip, sip, everybody. Look at Jaws covered in blood. Now, not a huge... He didn't really do too much that was relevant, but that's a way to go out.
Who the fuck is Jaws? Is he like a 007 guy?
Yeah, he's
okay.
the villain from James Bond with the metal teeth.
That's what I thought.
He was probably a misstep in Pop Culture Punch-Out booking because a lot of people don't know who he is, and I always have to qualify it. Not so much with this one. We've got Spawn, Omega Red, Marty McFly, Cthulhu, Carl, and the Black Power Ranger. But not just that, these are tag teams. See, without the 3-4 beers, I would have had that, and it would have been bang on. This is a 6-man... 3-way sip sip.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is a 3-way, a triple threat tag match is what this is. I'm struggling with it. Spawn and Omega Red versus Marty McFly and Cthulhu versus Carl and the Black Power Ranger, who somehow are on the same team. How is that a thing? Marty McFly and Cthulhu makes very little sense, but Carl and the Black Power Ranger somehow makes less sense. Spawn and Omega Red. I don't know. You can make it make sense in those universes. It makes sense over at Me and the Boys Wrestling because each of these teams is representing their respective factions who are all vying for points. Thursdays, right here on this YouTube channel. If you're enjoying the content, the digital wrestling, please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, do all those social media things. Cthulhu just sit out powerbombed the Black Power Ranger all the way to hell. And that was ridiculous looking. So I believe this is a tag elimination match. Oh my god. Spawn gets Marty McFly way up in the air. Carl with a scoop slam on Cthulhu. Looked like he had something else planned, but Omega Red got in the way. Spawn is nothing but high impact moves as Omega Red goes after the feet of Marty McFly. Look at that. That Black Power Ranger gotta be 8, 9, 12, 15 feet up in the air. Spawn breaks the knee of the Power Ranger who crawls out. Now Cthulhu gonna choke slam Carl like he's a small baby. He just picked him up as though he were. Marty McFly with the pump handle facebuster, and Omega Red has Spawn and the Black Power Ranger have spilled to the outside. Oh, and it's a table match. So, you're welcome. I love the table matches. I love the proximity meter. It's my favorite. I do enjoy the ladder matches, but it's anybody's guess how long they're going to be. So if I'm actually live, I don't do them. Same with mixed tags. We're learning. We're learning over here. And that's definitely going to help moving forward to 2K23 and seeing what kind of options and improvements they've made. Marty McFly going to get a table set up, and he's got Omega Red stunned and down. One member from each team. Let's see if Carl just leaves it alone. They're going to fight each other instead. Now this would have been a perfect opportunity for somebody to put Omega Red through that table, but Carl not going to let it happen. Oh my god, he chokeslams Marty McFly. In the meanwhile, Cthulhu puts Omega Red through a table. That's going to put him out of this match. Cthulhu and Marty McFly in control right now. Now we do need a lot of table eliminations, and every once in a while that will set the game wonky. So I'm keeping a mental note and a makeshift time limit just in case. However, we're already at the 4-star mark for this match, and that's pretty good. The crowd is in stunned silence, frozen in awe. Everyone is. How could you not be? Sabretooth eliminated like that? Cthulhu, the opportunist. Each of these guys trying to make a case to be kept around. Pick me, I'm relevant. Are you? Show me. Oh my, what happened there? I'm gonna take a sip for that one because Spawn just kind of fell down, and that shouldn't be. Anytime anybody doesn't move near a table, that could be it. What's great about that proximity thing, so far only one elimination. Looked like Carl was going for a German suplex. Uh-oh, what's this? Cthulhu, just like that, puts Spawn, single-handedly eliminates that team with one of those proximity suplexes. What the hell was that? The Black Power Ranger just jumped at nothing and landed on his own balls. There he goes to the second rope. He wants Cthulhu up. What's he got planned? Double axe handle. Carl's got a table outside. He dummies Marty McFly with the table. Black Ranger Del Sol on the table. Table, 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 table. Look at that. You can see the table's already pre-cut. That table's worked. Everyone saw. Marty McFly setting Carl up for something. Oh, a vicious elbow. And then a pump handle face breaker. Cthulhu is going to hit another one of those nasty power bombs on the tiny, tiny Black Power Ranger. No, he's not. He's going to dump him right out of the ring just like that. You're out of here. I'm going to set up a table. Put it in the corner. I love those corner table moves. Deadly. We're down to 2 teams here. Could one of these tag teams come over to me and the boys wrestling and make an impact? Maybe. Marty McFly does a sternum stomp on Carl. And let's see, he's got him at his mercy right now. He's going to drag him over to that table. Carl reverses. That could have been it, but Carl reverses. Well, Carl's going to hit some kind of a suplex on his own, bit of a stalling suplex as Cthulhu and the Black Ranger fight it out on the outside. Mostly Cthulhu, but of course, just as I say it, the Ranger reverses. You just kind of get the feeling right now that that's it for Carl, but my God, Marty McFly hits a tombstone. Who would have thought? Black Ranger using strong strikes. Bloodies Cthulhu. Marty McFly tries to drag Carl over, and I may have spoke too soon. Carl coming right back into this match. Now why just take 2 steps over, put him through the table? I want more out of the proximity meter. I'm just greedy now. Got him set. Marty McFly reverses this time. Wow. In an arbitrary match that's based on algorithms, the storytelling of them each having each other leaned against that table, ripe for defeat, and both of them reversing, and again, just as I'm telling you, Carl reverses, that's pretty good. There's some storytelling in this arbitrary nonsense match, and I'm for it. Meanwhile, on the outside, we got the Black Power Ranger taking on Cthulhu. Marty McFly rammed right into the corner of that table. Carl going to set up for a finishing move, which is a scoop slam, and then sadly he runs into the table and we don't get to see what Carl's finisher is. Instead, he's going to drag this man over. Uh-oh, he got him. Wow. Carl with a power bomb puts Marty McFly through the table. I spoke too soon. It looked bad for Carl. I don't know. Meanwhile, the Black Ranger hits his version of the Whirly Word on the Dark Elder God Cthulhu, and it's a 2-on-1 situation here, and things look really good for Team 420 DNA. Cthulhu reverses. Now, we've seen Miyagi do it in the past. I think he's the only one still. Can Cthulhu rally back down 2-1? Can you do that in a table match? I feel like that's a lot to ask from a character. And if I know anything about the WWE 2K games, they'll just stop trying to put them through the table, and they'll just end up standing there looking at each other, maybe. Carl with the scoop slam. Going the big leg drop. Okay, that's the finisher we didn't get to see. Now the Black Ranger going to help out his buddy. Put a table in the ring. Another leg drop. Black Ranger looking for a secondary table. Carl hits a pump kick, and this could be the beginning of the end. Black Ranger is all fired up. He's throwing tables around outside for no reason whatsoever. Carl with the scoop slam. The big leg drop. We're going to call that none of this matters. None of this friggin' matters. Oh, giving him noogies. Where is my money? Carl letting the crowd know a little bit of showmanship as he stomps Cthulhu, the Elder God, and then gives him the suck it. Wow. Carl going to set up that table while the Black Ranger, to be honest, is just like he's just dicking around outside. I don't know. Maybe he's got faith, but that's how you get screwed. Look at that. Uh-oh. Oh, see, if Cthulhu goes the other way, he evens this match up. He's got a shot. Uh-oh. What's this, though? Come on. What are you doing? Do the move, idiot.
Black Ranger be tripping.
Oh, Carl reverses. The Black Ranger is definitely tripping. I don't know what his problem is. Now he's back in the mix, I guess. I can't believe that Cthulhu has this man up. and can't just literally drop him through the table. Now he's in line. Carl's got it figured out. Black Ranger for no reason. Springboard elbow to nothing. As Team Carl, representing Team 420 DNA, is going to win this 6-man tag match. We got through. They actually put out enough tables. We didn't have to wait for 1,000 years. They didn't stop fighting randomly, so that's good.
Never come back.
Yeah, they didn't just walk to the back or anything. The unlikely team of Carl from the Aqua Teen Hunger Force and the Black Power Ranger.
Oh, that's so weird.
Pop Culture Punch Out, Me and the Boys Wrestling, the only place you're going to see this kind of digital content. It was a good bout. 5 stars. They're going to call it the greatest of all time. I'm not going to disagree. Who am I to disagree with their algorithms? I'll just sit next and we'll press on. Our main event tonight is a 6-man elimination chamber match for the Pop Culture Punch-Out Championship. But right now, this is an 8-man eliminator featuring everybody from that weird selection of Mario Brothers characters that we've amassed over the last bit here. Look at that. Look at that graphic. These are the Mario, Luigi's, Wario's, and Waluigi and Bowser that we've amassed over the last little bit here. Me and the Boys Wrestling / Pop Culture Punch Out. All these guys, of course, aligned, led, I don't know, in collusion with Dr. Volcano, Elviscera, and of course Mad Moxie. Speaking of Mad Moxie, she'll be involved in a triple threat title match for the Women's Championship, taking on Danielle Smith and Diavolo, March 25th. On our Season 5 finale happening live at Camp Cataract. You could watch it live on a projector. You could be a part of the House Royal Rumble. Do you want to know what that is? Come to the show. The block says it's Mario's. Which one? Animated or not animated? Mario has been the one who's held true. And the rest of them have all turned evil and been a problem. And Bowser, like, we're switching over games. The plan was for Bowser to be around, but we actually haven't seen him yet. So this is basically his debut, just as he's fired. Sorry. But you're on the show. Let's see what happens.
4317 Queen Street, Niagara Falls.
There it is, 4317 Queen Street East, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Camp Cataract, March 25th. Come. It's going to be $10. You're going to get a door prize ticket and put in a draw to win some swag. Live performances, comedy, poetry. I've encouraged every artist to do wrestling-related content. It's not necessary, but it's encouraged. Why not? We'll have some fun. Meanwhile, here we go, this combination of fabric and color, and it's all swirling around in that ring.
Human Mario is my pick.
Human Mario. Okay. Expose the North says Human Mario. Check out Expose the North. Go to sharetheshock.ca. Check out all the things that this man does, all the different podcasts and all the different guests, all the different avenues, all the different literal media, different forms of media. Man's got ties to a radio station, a magazine, doing it all. Sharetheshock.ca. Check it out. Luigi hits a step up in Seguri on animated Mario. So far, no quick outs yet, but everybody's used all their finishers? Well, I find that hard to believe, but I guess. I don't know if I have a pick for this.
Thank you.
Kayfabe-wise, oh, no problem, sir, you're welcome. Kayfabe-wise, I gotta go with Bowser being like the hidden secret entrant, but I don't know. Realistically, from what I've seen, real life Mario's as good of a pick as any of the other 7. The 2 Luigis are going at it. Still nobody out. This is the longest it's taken in an eliminator for somebody to be out of here. The eliminator, just an 8-man normal elimination match. One of my first and best creations. Everybody starts with 3 finishers. It's the best way to get a lot of people on the show in a short amount of time. The 2 Luigis really going at each other hard. Oh my god, that's a tilt-a-whirl stunner from the animated Luigi onto the real-life Luigi. How's Bowser doing? Bowser's doing pretty good. I'm looking at the power bars. Bowser is unscathed. Wow, the plumber cutter. Hooks the leg. Is that going to do it? Wow. Real life Luigi takes out animated Luigi after getting fed for like 5 minutes. You got 2 Warios in there. Waluigi hits the Waluigi del Sol on real life Wario. This is very confusing and hard to do commentary for. Bowser in a bad spot. Oh my god, Mario and Mario going at it now. Animated Mario reverses. Bowser takes a slam off the top rope. Animated Mario hits the stomp and goes for a pin on real Mario. While Waluigi pins Wario on the other side, Luigi hits a step-up enziguri on animated Wario. This is a hilarious challenge. Somebody's out of here. Looks like real life Wario. And we thank Alan Day for the contributions of all these Marios and the real life looking ones, all created by the same creator as Elviscera. Part of the Only Heels Incorrectly Named Wrestlers Facebook page, which you can join. We have our own little wrestling universe over here that we're playing around in, and if that's something that interests you, leave a comment. Let us know how to get a hold of you. Join our group on Facebook, Me and the Boys Wrestling, or the Only Heels Incorrectly Named Wrestlers group. This is wild and out of control. I just wanted to see, let's see who the best is at all these weird Mario characters. Let's find the one who's best. And the fact that there's been so few eliminations so far, it's a pretty good fight. Speaking of a good fight, they meant to just kind of enunciate this point somewhere along the way. On the last episode of Me and the Boys Wrestling, Fitz took on G-Cell in a submission match, and it was one of the nastiest and best wrestling matches I've ever seen, real, digital, or otherwise. So go back and check that one out, because it was phenomenal. It was the first match of the show, and 5 stars, match of the night. Nasty. 2 nasty guys doing whatever it takes to win. Animated Wario's out of here. Real life Luigi just hit the real life Luigi del Sol on Bowser, and he's out of here. There goes my pick. We are down to, oh my god. Real life Waluigi hits a Waluigi del Sol on real life Luigi, and that's going to do it for him. And just like that, these guys are dropping like flies. We're down to 2 Marios and a Waluigi. The Block's pick still alive and well. Oh wow. Stalling suplex, just showing off that strength. The front row stunned. Stunned. Big suplex. Animated Mario right there though. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. You'd figure the two Marios would team up against the Waluigi, or would you? I don't know. The two human-looking characters would team up? Oh, nasty. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and then goes after the arm. Animated Mario, though, going to throw this man into the steps, hop back in the ring. Take a breather, I guess. Waluigi coming back. Mario versus Mario on the outside. Oh my god! Waluigi, for no reason, just did a suicide dive directly at the barricade. It looked like zero attempt was made to even hit one of the other wrestlers. And I'm going to take a sip for that because that was ridiculous. The Pop Culture Punch-Out drinking game. I think we can make it a thing. In the coming days and weeks, friends, hit the subscribe button to stay notified, because we're doing the initial heats of Monarch Madness. We're taking 64 guys, narrowing it down to 8. And then we're going to do a final 8-man tournament live March 25th, 4317 Queen Street East, Niagara Falls, Ontario. If you're local, come to the show. If you are not local, you can watch it right here. But be sure to subscribe, turn the notifications on. You can also check out some of the other stuff I do on the channel. I just posted a medley that I had fun with of Counting Stars and the Bloodhound Gang. Check that out. There's a lot of hip-hop and poetry and songs and all sorts of fun stuff. Waluigi letting the crowd know that this match is his, but he may want to watch his back. But instead he does a standing shooting star press and then gets kicked in the legs by animated Mario. Raining blows on the back of the neck, stomps the sternum, kicks the face. A fury of the back kick, nasty. He's going for careers tonight. Waluigi gonna get back in the ring, possibly a little bit afraid right now of Mario. Uh-oh. Waluigi del Sol on animated Mario, and that could do it. We are down to 2. Real life Waluigi, real life Mario. The blocks pick still alive. Step up head scissors. Regular head scissors. Like a Hurricane Rana, I guess. Waluigi hits the cutter. Let's see if that's enough. That could do it. Wow. Waluigi gonna come out on top. The blocks pick, no good, but he did put up a hell of a fight. But Waluigi gonna stand tall at the end of it. Wow. After all that, all those guys. Been fun to have that assortment of characters on here. I wish I could have done more with them. I'm excited to see if WWE 2K23 brings back the promo mode. I don't know if anybody else missed it.
Almost.
I don't know if anybody missed it but me in the last game, because it's virtually useless, but I was still able to like yank that video footage and have somebody do a voiceover, which was the best. And I didn't appreciate it until it was gone. And then they took it away, and I was like, are you serious? Now what? Waluigi gonna stand tall at the end of this 8-man eliminator. This is Pop Culture Punch-Out, friends. The closest thing that you have to Celebrity Deathmatch. Look at those eyes and that mustache. Oh my god. Scary looking man. Up next, we got ourselves another 6-pack challenge. He-Man versus Donatello versus Chuck E. Cheese versus Colossus versus Eric Cartman versus Homer Simpson. Just some notable characters. I'm going to try and earn some points. Actually, do we have one from each faction? I think we do. Homer. Whose team is Homer on? I think he's a Holden Rhodes guy, so we got 2 Holden Rhodes guys. Colossus is a dangerous good. Eric Cartman, I think, is also a dangerous good? Or is he a 420 DNA? I've lost track. Donatello also on one of the teams. And He-Man is definitely a Lollipop Guild guy. I do know that one. It'll all work itself out. The Hellfire Club just recently took the lead points-wise, I think, going back and forth with Holden and the New Age Militia. The points have never been closer in the faction war here at Me and the Boys Wrestling, with the exception of the Dangerous Goods team bringing up the rear. Yet to break 100 points, but we'll see what happens. We got 1 episode left before the season finale, and that's going to happen next Thursday. Ideally, you know, stuff happens. But should be next Thursday. So subscribe to the channel if you wanna get in. What we have is about 40 real people who settle their differences in the ring using digital avatars over at Me and the Boys Wrestling. This though, Pop Culture Punch Out. We just take pop culture icons, make them fight it out, you know, for supremacy. Here we are in the Devil's Playground, Hell in the Cell. Let's see if we can get somebody to break through the cage this time. Friends, up next, our main event. An Elimination Chamber match between what I deemed the most deserving guys of a title shot. Taking on Ronald McDonald. Ronald McDonald going to have the champion's advantage and have the 6th spot in the Elimination Chamber, because that's fair, you know, he's the champ. And we're going to see who finishes this season of Pop Culture Punch-Out as champion. Will definitely be sticking around on the roster, and we'll hope that it's somebody that's relevant enough in pop culture that somebody else will make them quickly on WWE 2K23. If not, we'll have to figure something out. I'm excited though. I know somebody's going to make a Donald Trump right away. You know that that's happening. I feel like somebody will probably make a He-Man pretty quick. But I sprung for the 3-day early access. Plus extra money. I want to be among the first. I want to see the list of the creations and the glitches and all those things, yeah. I want to be among the first. Going to be awesome. Who's the first guy do you think that gets made from the, you know, the people who create guys? It's got to be Donald Trump to me. Like, it's somebody who everyone just wants to have a chance to smash. But I think that'll be neat to see. And basically, for my first few runs, I'm just going to get like 8 or 10 guys. Whoever's there, and I feel like some jackass will always make Benoit. Whoever's just been released from WWE, they think that's funny. But whatever, we'll get ourselves 8 or 10 guys, and we'll start fresh. That's the beauty of this. These pop culture guys get stale, we'll get new ones. Colossus hits that move too much, we'll get somebody else in here with better moves. Come on. Cartman gonna mess around with Chuck E. Cheese. Smash him into the cage, but not through the cage. Not what we're looking for. There you go. Come on. Cartman just came outside the cage. Chuck E. Cheese fired him in with such velocity, he broke the fence. Oh, wow. He-Man goes for a suplex powerbomb kind of a thing. He's going to go for a pin on Colossus. And this could be it. Wow. Just like that. In a disappointing and absolutely flat finish. He-Man catches Colossus off guard with some kind of a weird suplex powerbomb thing. And pins him for 3. Well, they can't all be bangers. The algorithm screwed us of some dynamite competition that could have been the likes of Homer Simpson, Chuck E. Cheese, Eric Cartman. They've all been stellar. all season long here at Pop Culture Punch Out / Me and the Boys Wrestling. The barrel-chested He-Man, the attorney, and he's very thick. He's a thicker milkshake.
He looks like he's a really thin guy
By the power
wearing
of
a
Grayskull.
He-Man costume.
I have the power.
Pluto Han in the building says, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. Absolutely fitting. The captain of the Lollipop Guild has joined the chat to cheer on his guy He-Man. What a time to show up. It's not bad. Sip, sip, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy birthday.
It is my
Extra snoo
birthday.
tonight for He-Man.
Extra snoo tonight for He-Man. See, I've never met Pluto Han in person. I've only dealt with him through chats and stuff. I'm not sure if he came to Haunt Manor that one time, but I might have seen him in person live. But I know that from the things that he says that I love him.
Cheers.
I love him. And he just made a Futurama reference as well as a He-Man reference, and that's why I love him. This is our main event. Mr. Miyagi, Saudi Mania Hogan, El Viscera with the Pompadour, Donald Trump, Fat Wolverine, and Ronald McDonald, the current champion, gonna fight it out to see
80 love you too, Poe.
who is going to end season 5 as the champ. Well, he loves me too. This is nice. This is a warm fuzzy on my birthday. Cheers, everybody. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, do all those social media things. It helps out in the algorithms. Hit accept on this and fire up the main event for all the marbles, the Pop Culture Punch-Out Championship on the line. Now, I specifically assigned Ronald McDonald to come into this match last. I 100% clicked that he was coming in 6th because he's the champ and should get a little something. And there he is coming in 1st. So this game, you know, I hope they fix that in 2023. That's ridiculous, and I'm taking a drink for it. As Green, Saudi Mania Hogan, based on a play on words and a fun parody song, is here at Me and the Boys Wrestling, as well as Pop Culture Punch-Out. The idea of one Ross Bruce. And here comes the Donald in to try and shake things up.
Well, let me tell you, nobody knows more, okay, about the Elimination Chamber than me, okay?
Right now, his skills on display. Longtime veteran of digital wrestling here, and the guy that I'm waiting for, and my pick to win this match, is not El Viscera. Nonetheless, El Viscera coming in next, and he could definitely win this match. My pick, though, Mr. Miyagi. How do you go against that? Hot right now. Heartbreak Hotel on Ronald McDonald. Saudi Mania Hogan. I am a real Arabian. Fight for the rights of only men. Back when it was rumored that the Saudis were going to buy the WWE. Somebody created this bad boy. And we signed him. Here comes Fat Wolverine. Mr. Miyagi gonna draw the long straw, coming 6th. Bolstering my Mr. Miyagi pick. Saudi Mania Hogan is out of here because Fat Wolverine is a beast. Now he's going after Ronald McDonald. Oh my god, clubbing blow to the chest. Look at Ronald McDonald going to work on El Viscera. Here comes Miyagi. Miyagi definitely on the PEDs. There it is. Backbreaker on Wolverine. He just comes in, he breaks your back, and then pins you for 3. For Wolverine, because he's immune, he has to do it twice, though. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. He just killed Wolverine in 2 moves. He's a 75, 80-year-old man. And there, now, he just broke Ronald McDonald's back. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Miyagi is an absolute buzzsaw in the Elimination Chamber, and Holden Rhodes has to be happy. Now he goes after the Donald.
Is on DVDs for sure.
Educated feet. Oh, what? Hits him with some kind of a mule heel kick. And Miyagi on fire. Viscera doesn't know what to do, so he's just going to pander.
Reign forever. Bring forth Bruce Lee.
Wow, it's being suggested in the chat that Bruce Lee be brought in to take down Mr. Miyagi, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bruce Lee is one of those first people that the internet makes when designing pop culture characters, creative players. I bet Bruce Lee's up there. Viscera tries a power move on Miyagi, goes for a pin, but Miyagi too resilient. And the Donald taking a break. Heartbreak Hotel on Miyagi, and this could be a problem. Wow, Miyagi showing that grit. The Donald goes for a sneak attack on Viscera. He's going to hit a big splash. One of these three men. Either way, we're going to have a new champion, and it's going to be the Donald, Viscera, or Mr. Miyagi. And to be honest, I couldn't be more tickled. Just directly chuffed about the fact that one of those fellas, one of these pop culture icons, okay, Miyagi deserves it because he's been an absolute monster for weeks and maybe months. Viscera is hilarious, and he's also kind of been a monster. And if Donald Trump wins, people will be really pissed off, but that'll mean that they care. That's how wrestling works. If you're upset about the results, you're still feeling something. Now you need to see that guy get his ass kicked. It's all about building a dragon. You build a dragon and then you build a hero to fight him. Donald Trump will always be a dragon. He's never going to be the dragon. He's always going to be a jerk. Miyagi is like this unstoppable hero. And Viscera, I don't know, he's just kind of a fat black Elvis. I don't know, he's random AF. And now his back is broken. Miyagi going for a pin. Is Miyagi going to get one step closer? He is. One step closer to the Pop Culture Punch-Out Championship. We're down to Donald Trump and Mr. Miyagi. And we'll see what Donald Trump has got in the tank as he stands toe-to-toe with one of the best, legit one of the best characters on digital wrestling, on my channel at least, right now. Springboard into the whirly word, the wax on, wax off, and then into an arm bar, trying to pull the man's arm clear off. Out of control. There it is. Donald Trump's back is broken. Miyagi's going to go for a pin, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was the end of the match. Mr. Miyagi stands tall at the end of Season 5 as the Pop Culture Punch-Out champion. And when you run a show like this with arbitrary results and you try and have your kayfabe in your head and you try to stick to it a little bit, Mr. Miyagi has been an absolute monster for the last bunch of weeks and maybe even months. And the crowd should be giving him the "you deserve it" chant. He is 87 years old, and we have seen him go through hell.
What? No way.
To stand tall as the Pop Culture Punch-Out champion at the end of Season 5, guaranteeing that he'll be back. You know, he's going to have to, we'll see, in some capacity. But, I mean, we want to use that new game for something. I paid for the early access. So, with that said, friends, thank you so much for watching with me tonight. This has been Pop Culture Punch-Out. Join us Thursdays for digital wrestling in some capacity, whether it's me and the boys wrestling, which is a roster of actual real people competing, settling their differences using digital avatars, or it's Pop Culture Punch-Out, where pop culture icons duke it out for dominance in the ring. Either way, there's digital wrestling right here every Thursday, Smash that subscribe button, they say. They say to smash it. I don't think you have to smash it. You can just click it.
I think you should hip thrust it.
Hip thrust it?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, either way, the
Good
results
show.
are the same. You will get notified. Expose the North says, good show. Thanks for being here. Always appreciated. One last time, sip, everybody. Happy birthday to me.
Happy
Subscribe to the
birthday.
channel. And we'll see you next time, friends. Cheers.